within is tougher.
Hey Silent, how are you doing?
Take me up!
Hey Blaze, how are you doing? Guess who I got from WuWa? I hope you got like Cartesia. Or Fleur-de-Lis. Fleur-de-Lis, you got Fleur-de-Lis. And congrats, Blaze. If you got like Fleur-de-Lis, like yeah, she's crazy actually. Unfortunately for me, I leveled her up. She's level 90, weapon level 90, but unfortunately no echoes so far, so I used like trashy echoes on her, but despite that, she's extremely powerful. That's true. She's pretty easy to use, she has self-healing abilities, so yeah, extremely crazy character.
Can bring some perspective.
Congrats, Blaze. She's really crazy. She's insanely crazy and powerful, that's true. And fun to play, also like pretty easy rotation, not so difficult. And also I don't use her signature team, I use Changli, Cartesia and Shorekeeper, which is actually another great team. The best team for her, it's like Chacona, Cartesia and Aero Rover. Cartesia, I have good echoes. For real, I don't... How is it? No, it's like, are you like, you know why? Blaze, for Cartesia you need to farm new set of echoes. It's like have you already pre-farmed all of those sets for real? For like, it's kind of like for a couple days, or maybe in, for example, in WuWa it's slight easy to farm artifacts like echoes than in Genshin. Because yeah, you can like farm it again and again and again. The only thing like it will cost you to level them up, that's it. And it will cost you a lot. Not Mora, but yeah, you need that EXP stuff, you know? Oh, for real, that's crazy actually. Because you know why? I don't have like even 5 piece to give Cartesia. Actually, you know, I thought it's a secret right here. Because we have that apple. Maybe it's a secret, I will do it later. So yeah, we have some news about like Genshin. And by the way, about the new character. As you know guys, in 5.8 we're going to get new Electro. Today's stream just in advance. It's not going to be something like 3-hour stream, etc. Maybe like 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, something like that. Only news, like couple domains and that's it. So yeah. About the new character which we will get in 5.8, it's going to be some new Electro character, 5-star. People say that she will replace Official, maybe, but yeah, she will get some like, you know, like kind of like Emily skill, but she's going to be Official, you know, something like that. So yeah, she can cast some on-off field damage mechanic, like I don't know, like gizmo or something. It's a shield actually. It's shield, and also her burst can reuse that. You know, like Emily does. As you know, like Emily plays a luminous case on the field, and by using her burst, you can reuse that. It most likely going to be like 100% uptime, which is crazy. You know why? Like yeah, it might be useful, like a non-stop Electro application. Hey Rain, how are you doing? How is Skirk? Like, is she worth? How are you doing, Rain? Long time no see. Yeah. That's even before Cartesia. No, it's not possible. Like Blaze. You mean like artifact set for Cartesia even before Cartesia? Actually, it wasn't possible. You know why? Because we got her set with Cartesia. I mean, you cannot use other sets. Her best set is Wild Broom or Wild something like that. It's completely new set, by the way. Just keep that in mind, because you cannot use all set. For example, you can use that old set on Chacona, but you cannot use the same set on Cartesia. Cartesia needs completely new set. Just keep that in mind. It's also good for Arrow oh no, Blaze, you need to farm new set. Unfortunately, you need to farm. Just a second, Rain. I just about I will answer to your question about the skirk. Blaze, about the Cartesia, you need to farm new set. Unfortunately, that's why I'm on my way, but it's a little bit difficult and annoying. So yeah, you cannot use the same sets, unfortunately. You can actually, but damage will be low. Just keep that in mind. So you can, actually, technically you can, but new set is way more better because it gives more amplifier damage, and by a lot. It's a huge changes. Oh, okay. It's it's like pilgrimage. That's true. It should be pilgrimage if I'm not mistaken. I'm watching it. Well, writing a story for real. Writing a story. Oh, okay. I didn't get that completely writing a story. Okay. Hey, Rain, about the skirk, is she strong? Is she a DPS or support worth pulling? About that, Rain, that's let's say like that. She is good DPS, but when you have some specific characters, let's say like that. If you have at least Furina, I would say yes, you can go for skirk. Her best team is though, it's kind of like this. And let's assume that Chichi is a skirk, right? So it's going to be Furina, Escoffier. If you have Escoffier, that's crazy. Definitely go for skirk. When it comes to Yelan though, Yelan can be changed with any other supportive characters. You can go Layla, you can go Shinchu, you can go literally any Hydro and Cryo DP character. You can go Shenhe if you have. But these two characters is must. Let's say yeah, that's the core for skirk team. It's skirk, Furina, and Escoffier. If you don't have Escoffier, you can go Charlotte. Not a great option, but the only one option. Hey Splash, how are you doing, Vortex? Is 5.8 new character worth his oh yeah, about that, yeah. I was about let me rewrite randomly. I got the new set while I was trying to get her. No, you got couple Blaze, but not all of them. Just check it, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Is pilgrimage good on Iron Rover? Yes, old sets is good for Iron Rover and Chacona, but for Cartesia you need to go completely new set, Just a second, let me check that one. Just a second. Oh yeah, you need to use a pilgrimage for for rover you need to use a healing set. Blaze for rover, it's why? Let's say like that. Cartesia, even though Cartesia has self-healing abilities, you can use Chacona, but Chacona doesn't have self-healing abilities. Because of that, Iron Rover, if I'm not mistaken, he's a healer. And it's better to use healing set on healing set or kind of a supportive set for your Iron Rover. Let me rewind randomly. I got The splash vortex is point about that new let me first Rain, about that new character. Just a second, splash. I will discuss these characters as well, because actually that new character might be extremely useful. So yeah, Rain, if you have Furina and Escoffier, that's crazy. So you can easily go for Skirk. She is going to be best cryo DPS in the game. To use, not so difficult. You know why? She does. The only problem she has, I would say, it's you need to use only Hydra and Cryo teams. It's a first. It's not a problem. It's just how she works. The second problem, kind of problem, it's kind of downside, I would say. When you in her enhanced state and you swap out, she loses that infusion. Just keep that in mind. She's not like Arlecchino. She's kind of ordinary character. So try to use that infusion completely, which lasts 12.5 seconds. But in general, she's actually not a bad DPS. She has kind of Mavuika's level burst and pretty good normal attacks. Close to Arlecchino, I would say, but not the same, kind of close, but huge AoE. That AoE, by the way, it's better than Arlecchino has. Because when she is in hand state, she can deal pretty good damage. Another what you need to know, it's she has separated burst DPS mod and normal attack mod. It's kind of it depends on this set, because she has her signature set. Just a second. This one. Let's say that. If you're going to play her in a hybrid mode, mix set with her burst and normal attack, I would suggest you to use this set anyway, because this gives you more damage. If you're not going to do that, it's possible to use Mercy Hunter, because you always use Furina. This set increase normal attack, and on top of that gives you some crit rate, and you always can activate this passive, 4-piece passive. So yeah, you also can use 2-piece, for example, Golden Troop, which increase elemental skill, because you know why? Don't forget, guys, that when she is in hand state, all of her attacks considered to be skill attack. So you don't need to increase her normal attack level. Let's say Furina. When it comes to talent, you need to increase her skill first, and after that burst. No need to level up this one. You just keep it at level 1. Keep that in mind. No need to waste your mats. Hey dreamers. I don't have Escoffier. It should be yes. Escoffier, unfortunately, she's crazy. And I would say Escoffier's value, if you ask me, way more higher than Skirk value. You know why? Escoffier can be played in so many different teams. On top of that, she also has a talent when she decreases hydro and cryo resistance by 55% within hydro and cryo teams. It's actually crazy. Also, she has pretty good field damage. On top of that, she is Furina enabler. She is a healer, not a bad healer, by the way. Let's say that. Her healing is enough to enable Furina farm phase attacks. So she is actually OP, and I would suggest you to go for her in the future if you suddenly liked that Skirk. Because without Escoffier, Skirk's team, it's not the best team for it. Yeah, you can still go for Chichi, Furina, and Charlotte. She's not bad, but again, she's not Escoffier. Escoffier is way, way more better. Just crazy character. Ayaka is the best cryo DPS in the game, someone. Yeah, let's say that. Ayaka, let's say that, Rain. You still can use Ayaka, that's true. I mean, but you know what's the point is? In this case, without Escoffier, you cannot gain a lot from Ayaka now. So yeah, let's say Ayaka without Escoffier and Furina, not the best team. Unfortunately. I don't have Escoffier, yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Dreamers, I'm good. Who is your next character you're gonna pull for on WuWa? Also, someone accidentally link Christopher that he will be a 4-star. Oh, about that it's possible, Blaze, but we are going to get the 4-star Blaze in WuWa. I made a video, short video, it's that new girl, I forgot the name, so yeah. If you ask me, I don't know, most likely I will skip Lupa. You know why? I didn't like her design like completely, because if you remember, they just announced Lupa with completely different design, but then they dropped drip marketing, and that was completely different character, you know? It's a little bit frustrating, so maybe because of that I will skip Lupa, and I don't need like that Lupa, even though she's actually not a bad sub DPS character, as I heard. So I'm okay with Changli and Cartesia. So yeah, next one is might be like if you saw that like they announced like 6 characters, they are going to be released like in a future versions, maybe some of them. Like because as I heard, like Frolova is going to be pretty powerful. I have Camellia, but sometimes she's annoying to use. So yeah, maybe Frolova. Are you not wishing for Skirk? No, of me, Rain. Well, if you ask me, I'm going to wish for Skirk, but you know, like that. Since I have Ayaka, I have Escoffier and Furina. I have like the cryo teams. I maybe will spend my 50-50s and decide. I definitely will not go for her signature weapon. You know why? Like, even though that signature weapon is crazy and increase skirk damage by a lot, I would definitely like skip that weapon. I have like alternatives. We can use alternative weapons. We have them. So yeah, she's a sword character. So yeah, we have a ton of swords actually. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I still have Ayaka, so yeah, I will decide that. Because Ayaka is, I don't want to say that Ayaka is going to be better, no. Like, Skirk is way better than Ayaka, definitely, and way more easy to use, pretty good damage, pretty great AoE. By the way, her burst, like, it's like, has huge AoE. Like, it's not even comparable with Ayaka's burst, which is actually, yeah, like, sometimes so frustrating. But yeah, I definitely will spend my 50-50, then decide. Because you know why? That future Electro character, like Splash asked about that character. That character is going to be like, by the way, Columbina, according to the leaks, is going to be a Hydro character, not a Cryo. So for near couple versions, Skirk might be stay the best Cryo DPS. Just keep maybe like for like a full entire 6-point X version, you know. If they will not drop another cryo, which actually I doubt about, because Skirk has pretty good, not gonna lie, kit. I mean, like, easy to use, pretty powerful. The only problem is, like, again, it's kind of like only Hydra and cryo teams, characters on her team. Because let's say like that, if you switch one character, even with xilonen,
Yeah, let's get this over with.
I still think Ayaka is Dudu. Thank you very much, Silent. I mean, even about Dudu, Ayaka, hey Shinora, how are you doing? You know, like, Silent, if you ask me that Dudu or not, let's say like that. Like, if you like Ayaka and invest a lot, and you have Escoffier Constellation 1, as you know, Constellation 1 Escoffier is just insanely crazy. It gives like 60% crit damage for 15 seconds to, like, yeah, that's crazy actually, you know? Like, of course, yeah, you need to have like Hydra and Cryo characters, but again, the point is, like, if you have Constellation 1's Escoffier, Ayaka is actually not so bad. You still can use Risley. We have some Cryo characters, but again, Skirk will be definitely better, yes. Skirk is kinda like, you know, like, just imagine, like, Skirk is going to be kinda like Cryo Arlecchino, something like that. With additional crazy burst damage. The only problem, again, it's kind of like separated different game styles or play styles. Burst and, like, you cannot use them at the same time. It's going to be like that. If you tap skill, it's going to be like normal attack playstyle. If you hold skill, it's going to be like DPS. So you need to decide. Kind of like Shenhe. If you remember, like, Shenhe has the same type of tapping. I mean, like, yeah, she buffs normal attack and burst. But again, if you tap it, if I'm not mistaken, it's increased burst. If you hold it, it's increased normal attacks. You know, gives, like, yeah. Hey Griffiths, how are you doing? Finally complete. Oh, congrats! Because yeah, guys, don't forget about that. That's true. Like, don't forget about this stuff. So yeah, you need to finish it to get 400 primogems. It's maybe not so much, but again, like, why not, you know? Don't, because like it's only 2 days left. But I also don't want to pull Skirk. She looks no, like Silent. You know what, if you ask me, Silent, if you ask me, like that Skirk is kind of made for your game type, game style, like play style. You know why? Because you like normal attacks, you like charge attacks, yes. And by the way, if you go for Constellation, her Constellation 1, it's going to be like 500% charge attack damage and 3 stacks. So it's going to be crazy. The only problem is, I don't know why, but again, this set, which is her signature set, doesn't increase charge attack damage. So you need to decide which set to use, you know. In this case, Mercy Hunter might be the best one because it's increased charge attack damage, you know. So yeah. But just imagine like that Constellation 1 is extremely powerful, for real. Yeah, them is like Shinora, just a second, let me check Shinora. Did Shinora? Oh yeah, Shinora is high. Okay. Yeah. About that, by the way, if you don't want to pull for Skirk, I mean, like, you know what? The problem is, like, as you know, guys, like, they don't, maybe the next, like, crazy DPS cryo character is going to be within Snezhnaya, as that going to be Tsaritsa. Just keep that in mind. And we will get that character in, kind of like, in a year or something like that. So, until that time, Skirk might be the best cryo DPS. Keep that in mind. Yeah, and let's say like that, if you want to go for Skirk, I would strongly, not strongly, but yeah, I would suggest you to go for Escoffier. No, like, let's say like that, even if you skip Skirk, going for Escoffier is not a bad option. You know why? Because like with Escoffier you can use 4-star characters, and she's actually crazy, you know? She deals, like, she gives you so much, like, kinda like DPS for your team. By the way, Vortex, her name is Bowling, not... Oh yeah, like Bowling, lol, yeah, the news, yeah, that's true. Bowling, yeah, that's true, Blaze, yeah, Bowling, yeah, she with glasses, yeah, Bowling, I completely forgot that, so yeah. She looks cool, but yeah, about the Christopher though, I don't know, maybe he looks like a 4-star, but again, it's kinda like, you know, maybe. Because, as you know, like in WoW, we don't have so many 4-stars, unfortunately, so yeah. Finally something new. Hey Zora, how are you doing? I screwed. I got basically no exploration. No, that's alright, Silent. I mean, like, you can do it in couple days. It's easy. It's not so difficult. I'm sad you haven't streamed yesterday because, like, I had to discuss with you. Yeah, but by the way, guys, about the streams, I will, like, yeah, like, you know why? Maybe I will just, like, yeah, I'm not going to do streams every day. Just like, yeah, if I do like that schedule, you will see that, like, yeah, only like that. So yeah, just like, sorry about that. Tomorrow is not a stream day, by the way, and yeah, I want to like say that on Monday maybe I will do Twitch stream. So yeah, because I want to try that Twitch, and also like on Monday, as you know, guys, is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, on Monday we will get that Spile Abyss. So yeah, it's not tomorrow, but on Monday. So yeah, that's true. So yeah, maybe I will do like Twitch. Most likely it's going to be Twitch. I will do announce on YouTube anyway, but the name of the stream is going to be like kinda like switch to Twitch, something like that, you know? And I will post the link into the description. Hey Raz, how are you doing? Yeah, Bullying, yeah. Bullying, yeah, that's actually a weird name, you know, like Blaze, if you ask me, because like they just like, you know, like in WuWa, actually, like the character's name, extremely weird, if you ask me. Only Rover, kind of like some of the characters have pretty good name, Others, like, yeah, it's like, it's terrible. You know, can you do like Discord and add schedule of streams? I mean, you know why I don't do Discord, guys? Like, yeah, I can, but yes, I can. It would be really helpful. I'm so happy that exams are over now. Congrats. Oh. Will the Ayaka glazing begin again? Oh my god. So yeah, Rain, about the question you asked, so yeah, I would suggest to, like, if you want to go for Skirk, she is going to be best cryo DPS for a long period of time. And you know, like what? Even they release Tsaritsa, Skirk, in my opinion, still will be valuable. You know why? I mean, it's kind of like Mavuika and Arlecchino like situation. I don't think they will just like limit Tsaritsa within only some specific elements, you know, because Skirk is like that. So yeah, we'll see. Because sometimes you just need some characters to like to play, and having couple cryo, it's not a bad idea. But again, you still can use, if you have Escoffier and Furina, you still can use Ayaka, you still can use Risley, not a bad teams at all. Would please Twitch stream? Oh yeah, okay, like I'm speaking the truth. I beg you, like biggest vegan is well. Yeah, I remember that, Zora. Okay, like yeah, maybe yes, I will do the like Twitch stream. I never tried Twitch, but yeah, I want to try. By the way, guys, if you don't have Twitch account, create it, because like sooner or later I will switch to Twitch. Like yeah, kind of switch to Twitch. Oh yeah, by the way, about the news. That new dust of how's it, enlightenment, you know, like that dust of enlightenment is a big scam. It's Genshin Impact. Maybe it's a bigger scam than like that stuff, which is like, as you know, we have like the artifact transmuter, and that dust of enlightenment is a even bigger scam than this one. You know why is that? If you're free to play, as you know, guys, that new dust of alignment like gives you only like allow you to kind of like renew only 2 selected, not renew, you can get 2 upgrades on only 2 selected stats. But the point is, catch it's like you can increase that number, like how many upgrades went, by spending more and more dust of alignment, that like feathers, you know. The more you spend, increases the chance, and that's actually crazy because like by spending 18 of them, you can get like 4 substats to the like the stat you choose. The problem is you need to do some notes how many dust of enlightenment you spent. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, always just like take a notes about that. Yes, Vortex will come for you. I bet there'll be like a Discord boss and can announce your stream. I finally can reroll my new wallet article. It's not, that's actually not like that, Zora. You know what's the problem with that dust of alignment? I mean, it's a scamming anyway. It's bad. By the way, today I'm going to do what? I will use another, like I want to create another one. I will try to create another sand. Yeah, with attack sand, with a crit rate, crit damage. So yeah, maybe I will be lucky, because you know why? As you know, guys, I just like farmed for a couple months already, and I didn't get literally anything. Only one I have. It's yeah, it's kind of like okay, but not a crazy one. So yeah, I have like this one, which I got from the domain, another one, and by the way, they are the same CV value. And I have this one, which is like Sanctuary Elixir definition or something, how they call it. So yeah, terrible stats. Can we use the reroll feature on the artifacts, which is we already rerolled? And can we use reroll on artifact crafted? Yeah, you can. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter, by the way. Yes, you mean like this ones? Yeah, you can. The point is, like, it's like for that dust of alignment, it doesn't matter which one you use, this one or another one. And by the way, it won't give you like increase your chances. It's only increase the chances when you spend more and more dust of alignment, and that's a problem. It's not a problem, it's just a scam, you know. You still can be lucky enough and can get like 3 upgrades. It's possible, but you know, I don't know. So I would suggest you, the only thing I would suggest you to do, guys, it's take a note how many like Dust of Enlightenment you spent. That's it. Because if I'm not mistaken, game won't tell you how many you spent. My Varesa pieces are way better than yours, even though I don't have Varesa. For real? I mean, okay, sorry. Okay, flexing? Sorry, come on. Sorry, I got that. Oh yeah, about that, yeah, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, that was Plume 40 CV. That was crazy piece, actually, you know? So yeah, 22.5 crit damage and 10.1 crit rate. And also attack substat and energy recharge. Actually, yes, that piece was just crazy as hell. Hope the upcoming new 4 stars won't call ping pong. Oh yeah, like you mean like, yeah, that's new gold. Yeah, that's true. I mean like you mean in WuWa Blaze? I don't know about that. You know what's the problem in WuWa, if you ask me? In WuWa, usually 4 stars are not so valuable than in Genshin. In Genshin actually they are extremely valuable. I mean, you can say that like recently we got the character which is like you say like iansan, and she's crazy, you know? She's really crazy. Like you need couple constellations. I was kind of skeptical about her, but yeah, with a couple constellations, constellation 2 at least, she's extremely useful. Constellation 4 gives you more flexibility, and 6 gives you additional 25% damage. Yes, it has some condition. It gives only for 3 seconds, etc. Something like that. You need to renew it again and again, but it's great buff. In WuWa, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately in Wuthering Waves, like not all 4 stars are so useful, you know. So yeah, we still can, yes, we have dungeons, that's true, we have Shanhua, that's true, we have Mortify, that's true, we have pretty good characters. But again, in some cases it's better to use 5 star than a 4 star in like in WuWa. In Genshin though, actually, in many cases, using 4 star is a great option, you know. 4 star is just great option. I need just 50 more pulls to get Astra Yao. Oh, congrats. By the way, you know, Zoro, I got Astra Yao as well. I got Yushuan or Shiyuan. No, Yushuan. I got Yushuan and Astra as well. I was extremely lucky, by the way. So my Miyabi did the couple bosses and I reached 3 star. Also getting like 3 5-star in WuWa is less than 30 wishes was crazy too. Oh yeah. It's super lucky. It's actually crazy luck. Alright, so yeah. Another news what we have, guys, it's about, by the way, new Spile Abyss. As you know, like, it calls like Stygian Onslaught. And you know what? Let's say like that. Floor 1, first, second, third floors is going to be pretty easy. And like these floors will give you primogems. Fourth floor is going to be slightly difficult, and if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be easier than we have like 12th floor in Spile Abyss. Fifth floor is going to be harder than 12th floor in like last chamber in Spile Abyss. But sixth one, like last floor, is going to be nightmare, even for like some, let's say like that, slightly dolphins, but not the whales. So most likely they created that last stage for whales, because just imagine like let's say like that, all of the bosses is about 15 to 20, like about 15 million HP, and you need to finish all of them within 2 minutes. So yeah, to get a 5-star. Well, there's a bright side. You know why? Because by finishing that in 2 minutes, you get like useless skin for a weapon. Not gonna lie, I mean, kind of like, who needs that? Also, I heard that
Off to the freezer.
that skin is going to be like kind of like temporary. It's not like you can get it and use it always. It's going to be temporary. So yeah, you know.
Wheel of life.
joke aside, I think like the WuWa, they like are doing smoothly, showing 4 stars without making the hype, of course depending on what's... Oh yeah, like yeah, maybe place. I mean like, you know what's the problem is, like we don't have so many 4 stars, maybe because of that, and like 5 stars usually is way more valuable than 4 stars, you know, and always like you, let's say like that, if you wish for a banner in WuWa, you always like aim for a 5 star, not a 4 star, but in Genshin Impact actually it's completely different. Let's say like that, if you know the stories about like never go for a 4 stars in Genshin Impact, so yeah, you heard that a lot, you know, going for a 4 star in Genshin is kind of like it's like a bad decision. So yeah, if you remember, like the same story was like with, not only with iansan, but also with Gaming, if you remember, with Chevrus, a lot of stories, and also like with Ororon, so yeah. I need more males in WuWa. Oh, by the way, about the males in Genshin, I don't know about males in WuWa, but like in, as you know guys, in 5.x in Natlan, we only got like 1 5-star male characters. Looks like in 6.x, we're going to get 3 5-star male characters, you know? So yeah, that's crazy. At least, like, again, like female characters will be like, will get more places, that's true. So yeah, we will get more female characters, but again, bullying may look like a catalyst, but she might be a catalyst or gunner, while like Christopher looks like a either like sword or catalyst. Yeah, if you ask me, yes, Christopher looks like a catalyst because he's always with that notebook or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. About that bullying girl, I don't know. I mean, we'll see, maybe. You know why? It's always difficult. She might be that like, you know, like the Verena weapon style, you know? Maybe. Actually, yes, right. If you ask me, me too. But you know, sometimes you don't know about the community. You know, like when they give you a lot of male characters, community says that, oh, it's a lot of male characters. Come on, like Genshin. When Genshin, like Hoyo, come on, Goya. When Hoyo gives you a lot of female characters, they like complaining and say like, oh yeah, we need male characters. And the point is, all of the like players, like yeah, like prefer like waifu gaming, and me as well, by the way. If you see, like mostly I don't use any male characters, but maybe Newlet. Just let me check like which male characters I usually use. I use Newlet, I use Alhaitham, I use Bennett, Shinchu, Zhongli, I don't use Zhongli. Kazuha maybe some time to time, but mostly I use Sucrose, as you know, guys. And that's it. I mean, yes, Ororon in my team as well. Kinich, it's kind of depends on the team, and that's it. Like usually, like it's kind of like this one, it's Shinchu and Bennett. Like these 3 characters, I use the most. And Arlecchino, but Arlecchino is not like, she looks like a male character, but she's a female. For real, she looks like a male character, to be honest. Alright, so yeah. This is what I meant. Can't wait to see the lunar. Oh, by the way, about her lunar. Like, guys, will you ask me about? No, not. It was like Splash. Splash asked me about that new lunar. You know what, guys? The problem with that new Electro characters, like kind of like Fischl or Emily. There is some problem. If you ask me, let me read her. So yeah, she has couple passives, which is like a electro charge reaction triggered by party member are replaced with a lunar electro charge, right? The problem is it scales like that electro characters, the damage scales on elemental mastery of the reactions trigger characters. And also like they add some damage from ENF, like or like that electro characters attack, crit rate, and crit damage. The problem is elemental mastery. You know why is that? As you know guys, like transformative reactions, even though they are powerful, it's better to use transformative reactions alongside with the damage reactions. I mean, like, you know, like let's say like that. Why vape is melt is so good, is still great, because alongside the crit rate, crit damage, you can also use elemental mastery and increase the damage. Also it like applies to vape, you know. That's why these reactions are still extremely powerful. The problem with that one, since if I'm not mistaken, enough attack, crit rate and crit damage ratio which will be applied to the damage is limited, that character might be kind of like for short, not a short, but for some period of time. You know what I mean? Like, since it's elemental mastery, as you know guys, elemental mastery gives you fixed amount of damage, because it scales on EM, it scales on character level, which is not changed at all, and it also scales on enemies' resistances. Usually it's the same resistances, unless you get some blessing. About the level, we always have level 90 characters, you cannot level them, and about the elemental mastery, it's the most rarest like stat in the game. You can get from a weapon, etc, something like that, but again, it's limited, you know. It's not like crit rate, crit damage attack, which you can get like by literally changing artifacts, because with that enough, you need crit rate, crit damage as well. So my point is that new character might be useful, but for a short period of time. What I mean like, since it scales of elemental mastery, I don't think it's like will be so playable in aggravate teams, even though maybe you can, but it's not the case. And when we will get more HP on the enemies, that reaction, like a Luna, how they call it, just a second, a Luna electrocharge, will have low value, if you got the point. It's like a hyper bloom we have at the moment, you know, like even though hyper bloom it's still useful in Spell Abyss, you try not to use it because of the same exact damage. I mean, like it's kind of like fixed damage, you know. Yes, you can go for a weapon, you can get some like maybe roll grade more better artifacts, but again it's kind of like limited, you know, like it's kind of like fixed. So I assume with that Luna is going to be the same. It's still my assumption, I don't know exactly, but according to the transformative reactions it's like that, you know. And also enough will add some attack, crit rate, crit damage buff. It's kind of like limited as well. But again, it's my thoughts about that reaction. I hope it's not going to be like that, because she is, as you know guys, her skill gives you a shield, and that shield can attack the enemy. At the same time, her burst can renew that shield and like gives you the same abilities. It's kind of like Emily. As you know, like Emily has exactly the same abilities. Just a second, let me switch to Emily. That's why Emily, I like Emily. The only problem with Emily, she needs burning on a field to increase the number of attacks. I hope that NF is not going to be like that, because as you know, like electrocharge involves hydro and electro. And if it's going to be like that, let's say like, you know, something like, I don't know, like let's say like you need some, you need to do like some electrocharge reaction before just getting some buffs, you know. Something like that. Okay, so yeah, like what? Ignoring dreamers? Like I just like it, dreamers. I don't ignore your chats. Come on, like you deleted the messages always. Like dreamers. Dreamers, bro, like, he read every single chat by mistake, miss some, please don't, like, yeah. I'm never coming back here, but... What? Just a second, guys, let me check. I was within a game, I just like dreamers. Let me check the chats, dreamers. Got to go, bye-bye, Vortex, bye-bye, everyone. What? Okay, guys, like I didn't know what happened with Dreamers. Like, oh yeah, like guys, I just switched between. Can someone explain what stream just like smoked? I don't know. Like, okay, guys, I will continue the stream. Sorry about that. I mean, I don't know why Dreamers is like. Maybe he has like, yeah, it happens. Like, you never know. Oh my god, like, what the hell happened to the? I don't know. Like, something happened to the Dreamers. He deleted the chat and sent me like, you did what to say. I say, why you ignoring my chat, bro? Like, I follow you from a year. I don't know what happened to the Dreamers, but yeah. Okay, guys, like, don't get me wrong. Let me continue. Oh my god, okay, like, it's kind of like, it's weird. But Vortex, like, if we get a new Hydro DPS, which scale on CM, they both like... Oh yeah, by the way, Griffin, about that. Looks like that Hydro DPS is going to be Columbina, you know? Because I assume that Columbina... By the way, I assume that we will get new artifact set, which increase electrocharge damage, you know? In this case, that set is going to be like signature set for Columbina. They will give us the set in 6.2, maybe 6.1, something like that. Maybe he's having a bad... Yeah, most likely he have a bad day. Like, I don't know, like, why. I already messaged him on Discord that you don't ignore him. Like, please, chill, it's okay. Yeah, like, it happened. I'm not going to, like, Discord him, to be honest. Like, yeah. He always deleting the messages. I just cannot catch them, you know? Anyways, like, Vortex, like, even I thought Arlecchino was male when she was... Oh yeah, that's true actually, Zoro, not gonna lie. I mean, like, she looks like, yeah, that outfit is actually crazy as hell. I feel like Pyro DPS just don't get power creep. Pyro DPS? No, like, silent. Pyro DPS, you know what's the problem with Pyro? Pyro DPS, in my opinion, Pyro, like, as a reaction, is the most powerful reaction in the game. So because of that, like, giving something to Pyro, no, it's not, it makes no sense, you know, in my opinion. Because you know why? Even Shenling at the moment, it's extreme. In some cases, Shenling, just imagine, they compare Shenling with Mavuika. Shenling is so powerful, so in some cases, better to use Shenling rather than Mavuika. Even though Mavuika can give you buff, even though Mavuika can do like crazy amount of millions damage, you know. But again, in some cases, like, Shenling is just better. Let's say like that. I don't want to say better, but a great option. I already message. Please chill. It's okay. It's like, I'll talk with him. Like, he's very personal. Okay, Zora. Like, yeah. Like, if you can, like, it's like, I don't know. He deletes the messages and says like, anyway. Like, yeah. I will continue the streams. I don't know why he's so mean to me. Let me check that what he, like, you know why, guys? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I don't see the messages because you don't, like, let's say like that. For me, it's black and white, you know? I don't see the colors and I don't see, like, you like, use, like, but, for example, use a Vortex. For me, it's kind of like, I need to read all of the chats, all of them, to just, like, see that some messages is for me. If you mention me, like, with the @ sign, then it's way more easy, you know? So, like, yeah. I don't feel like I have use for Zhongli or Chiori since I have xilonen and citlali now. Yeah, that's actually, let's say like that. If you ask me, Chiori is actually might be useful. I still use, let's say like that. I still use Albedo more than Zhongli. Because Albedo is actually not bad, or field damage, like, yeah, he has some problems, which is that field he creates, he can be destroyed easily. But again, Zhongli, no, not so much, because using Zhongli on your team, it always downgrade for your DPS. It's always downgrade. Oh yeah, that's one. That's true. Silent Pyro is the most powerful element for DPS. Hydra holds the #1 spot for DPS. Hydra? Does that actually help? Yes, silence, that helps. Albedo for me has no use too, because my Chiori is just better. But you like, you know, like, actually, let me be honest. I don't know why you went Chiori if you don't use her and if you have Albedo. But again, yes, it's up to you. I mean, like, it's only about preferences and the team you use. If Albedo is more convenient, it's like if Chiori is more convenient to use, why not? And also, if you don't use Chiori, using Albedo, of course, makes no sense. Even though Albedo, by using his burst, gives you 125 elemental mastery, unfortunately only for 8 seconds. But again, it's about preferences, because you know why, guys? Like, the more characters you get, the more variety of different teams you can use. Also, don't forget about the blessings. You know, most likely in new Spile Abyss, we will get some different blessings. You know, like in this one, it's kind of like by the way, in a next Spile Abyss is going to be like that. It's going to be like elemental skill and normal, but both of them will apply to cryo. So just keep that in mind. It's like extremely for skirk. So yeah, they will make next one for skirk only. I've seen actually that, like, when you Vortex, you read more of messages. You Vortex, you read more of messages. I mean, like, you know, like, I didn't get off messages. Oh yeah, like, if you see that, it's like kind of, you know why? When you mention me, that message is in red, like that. Just a second. Like that, you know, like, if you see that, it's kind of in red for you right now. So yeah. Hi Griffith, but it's yeah, Griffith, I saw you and I also say hi. How are you doing, guys? So I like Chiori in my Mavuika team. I don't want to add like that. But oh yeah, like, you know, Silent, if you have, it depends on your constellation. If you have constellation 1 Chiori, then I would say no. If you have constellation, no, my bad. So yeah, if you have constellation 1 Chiori, I would say yes, because constellation 1 actually increase her damage by about like 50%, maybe something like that. It's huge buff actually. And also, once I used Chiori constellation 6, like it was Destis account, that Chiori constellation 6 with signature weapon was just insane. She was so powerful. But again, it's constellation 6, you know, unfortunately. I mean, like, unfortunately, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like. So yeah, if you see that, like, yeah, it's in red for you now. For me, it's as well. So that's why, if it's in red, I just immediately see that, yeah, that's, you mentioned me, you know? But Vortex, Lunar Girl is really Columbina support. Yeah, that's true. If you... No, Columbina will be... By the way, no. Griffiths, Columbina, they will, like, we already have a version, and like most of the stuff with Columbina. Columbina will be released in 6.3. She is going to be Hydro, maybe Catalyst character. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And most likely it's in 6.2 we will get new set, which will increase electro charge damage. You know, and by the way, we have a kit for Columbina. Columbina will get debuff function ability. She will get the beam, charge beam, maybe like Nuvolet. I assume that they won't kind of like get rid of Nuvolet, if you ask me, you know. According to the leaks, like, yeah, she's going to be powerful. It seems like it has like bad day. What exactly? Silent, come on. Well, I've seen actually that when you Vortex, you read more of messages. About the Lunar Girl, by the way, let me read like more about her. So yeah, by the way, convert in attack. By the way, her first passive, it's also like gives you some additional buffs. So it converts a portion of Inef's attack into elemental mastery for the active character. The point is, most likely that Inef is going to be like, it's my assumption, but again, Inef is going to be off-field DPS character with some buff function, and Columbina is going to be the character who benefits from elemental mastery, but you need to build her kind of like, you know, like Alhaitham. So yeah, you need like elemental mastery sand, right? You need like hydro damage goblet, most likely. It still depends, you know why. Maybe you need to build as Nilo. As you know, Nilo benefits from benefits from HP and EM. It's completely different. So yeah, maybe Hydro or Elemental Mastery for Columbina and crit rate, crit damage. You know, something like that. But we'll see, we'll see. Maybe like kind of like Mavuika. You know, again, like because like mostly she needs like, yeah, in this case attack because of Elemental Mastery, but you got the point, you know. So yeah, you need EM to do more damage, because Electro Charge, as you know guys, it's kind of transformative reaction and it benefits from Elemental Mastery. Driven's messed up. Okay, it's my mistake. Say sorry to him. I just told him earlier that you didn't ignore his messages because you were in game one. Oh yeah, like that's true. I mean, like, I don't know why is that, like, it's up to him. Like, you know, like, he always blame me, like, that I ignore the messages. But I told him a couple times, like, many times that, like, if you see that I ignore your messages, that's okay. Just, like, mention me and I will see it. For me, it's white and black. Anyway, so yeah, like, maybe he has a bad days. That's true. You know, guys, any of you saw Anemo trailer? Oh, by the way, but Anemo trailer, no, I just don't see it in orange. This must be in gray. You see my message in orange, right? No, like red. If you mention me, it's in green. It's in red. My bad. It's in red. Green. Sorry. So yeah, it's all like Emily's fault. It's in red. Kind of like, yeah, it's not completely red. It's kind of like a light bright red. That's true. It's you say that it's orange, yeah. But again, it's kind of like not white and black, you know. Like I can identify the message, you know. So yeah, guys, about the Anemo characters, as you know, like they said that Durin and Varka is going to be Anemo. Looks like not. Durin is going to be Pyro character and Varka is going to be Anemo character. Keep that in mind, guys. And you know what? Actually, according to the leaks, like just let me read the leaks we have. Which character is going to be released and which might be like kind of like key characters in the future. So yeah, is a new game trailer kind of like, yeah, Zoro. It's which one? Guys, any of you saw Anemo trailer? I will check that. Thank you very much, Griffin. I will check that. Just a second. Let me create that, like, just a second. Anemo. That's a weird name actually, Vortex. That's the reason I kept my name as Zora, so that's be easy to mention me. Oh, okay. Like, yeah, it's up to you, like Zoro. You know why? I just like, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Griffin's like previous name was Rohit, right? I mean, I forgot the names immediately because I like say your name again and again. But it's up to you. Like, you can change the name. For me, like, it's better to say like your name as you in a chat. I got monochromacy. Why is that? Oh, I thought it's because of like One Piece. One Piece. Oh yeah. No, Zoro changed couple, like, yeah, like Zoro changed his name couple times, but again, like, it's like, yeah, for me it's better to mention like the name you are in chat. So what I want to say you, it's about just, oh yeah, future characters. So yeah, guys, as you know, like, we have a roadmap of future characters. 5.8 is going to be that Inef, which is Electro character. 6.0, we're going to get like Cryo medium male bow character. It's going to be from a Light Keeper faction. So yeah, 6.0 is another Dendro female catalyst. By the way, according to the leaks, I would say this Dendro character might be extremely useful, you know. She's a high priestess and she's a 5-star. Another 4-star male is going to be like in 6.0 as well. So yeah, couple 5 stars, 1 4-star. 6.1 is going to be Durin. Like, yeah, some leaks says he's going to be Anemo, another says he's going to be Pyro. I think he's going to be Pyro because Varka, which will be released in 6.4, going to be Anemo as well, you know. So yeah, Columbina is 6.3. And also we will get another like Pyro female, and she's going to be kind of like a Scoffier. I mean, like with that Escoffier abilities. Again, it's kind of questionable, but if they release that, by the way, Silent, it's going to be a great, like kind of like upgrade for all Pyro teams. Vortex, that's the reason, like I kept my name. Oh, okay. It's true villain. Even as a true villain. If you mention me, I can see the outline of the mention. It's just a gray box. Oh, I see. Okay, I got it now. I saw the guy name. Yeah, it's a hell of a lot of mention name. Okay. Alright, so yeah, let me do some couple domains. So it's all about the, like, yeah, in other news, what we have, just let me check that. Because we have some. So yeah, like future characters, I would say like Columbina, it's, yes, must have. You know why? Because she is going to be like, I heard that she will overpower Mavuika. I don't believe in that. You know why? Because looks like her damage, like since she will get debuff function, or maybe yes, I don't know what to say. Because like just imagine the character with DPS character with debuff function. Actually, Mavuika, as you know, has debuff function. The only problem is, as Silent told me, that debuff function works only with Constellation 6. I don't know exactly, because it's Constellation 4. So yeah, this one, it's like, yeah, it's decrease defense by 20% of nearby opponents. It's within Constellation 2, but unfortunately it works only when you enable Constellation 6. I don't know why is that. So yeah, you see that? So yeah, will be decrease opponents. So yeah, when Mavuika is like, yeah, it's kind of like bind to this one, maybe. But again, it's like higher constellation, not for me. Okay, so yeah. Columbina gonna be physical DPS? No, Columbina is not going to be physical. Come on, she's Hydra. Like yeah, like it's always like physical DPS. I love when my friends go like, have you seen like insert game of a character in the game, like the graphics look so good? Yeah, totally. And the non-existent color really pop. Oh yeah, man. I didn't get that, Silent, but yeah. Vortex, like, you never read Berserker, right? No. Like, what is that? Like, you know what? Actually, I like reading. The problem is, I don't like to read comics or like comics type, you know, books. I mean, I usually like to read books without any pictures, unfortunately. I don't know why is that, but I don't like pictures within the books. I just hate it. Because yeah, when you have like you know why, the pictures in the book, within the book, it's like extremely like kind of like, yeah, that's destructive. Maybe it's like some annoying in my opinion, but again, it's me. But I will check that. Berserk, I heard about that. If I'm not mistaken, we even have anime about that Berserk. Columbina, it works when you don't use her as an field DPS. Oh yeah, it's kind of like not for me. If you mention me, I can see the outline of the mention. It's just a gray box. Oh yeah, maybe for you it's a gray box, Silent. I don't know exactly, but for me it's kind of like in orange type. Like it's kind of like light red, you know. So yeah, I immediately see that like it's like, yeah, someone like it's for that message for me. All right, so yeah, let's go like to do one domain. About the other news,
May knowledge
let me check
guide
that
you.
what we have. Because, you know, the main news, it's about the dust of alignment, which is a huge scam, if you ask me. Because, yeah, it's terrible. It's actually terrible. Because, just imagine you need to, like, to get 18, like, as you know, guys, each version gives you, like, up to 3, right? Kind of like 3 dust of alignments. And you need to, just imagine, to reach that ability to get 4 substat to the stat you choose, you need to wait for 6 versions That's crazy actually. 6 versions for 40 days. It's kind of like 240 days, right? It's kind of a year, something like that. More than like, it's kind of like not a year, of course. It's more than like, it's 8 months. Kind of like 8 or 9 months. It's crazy. But again, I'm unable to enjoy any other book type than manga. Yeah, I actually, yeah, you know, like I cannot read that manga, to be honest. Even though it's maybe like good, I cannot read that type of books. I usually read the books with a lot of like words, a lot of like letters, without any like pictures, and that's kind of fine. Like I'm fine with it. But I definitely, Griffin, I will check that Berserk you told about. I want the weapon skin, so for real kind. You know, like Zoro, but they're useless. Zoro, like the skins we're going to get, they're completely useless and temporary, you know. So yeah, you will get the skin within. By the way, I thought about the skins as well. The problem with skins, it's like, just imagine they need to renew the skin again and again. Most likely, skin is going to be like the badge, you know, like let's say like that. As you know, guys, like. How to say that? Yeah, like kind of the badge within a chat or something like that. The point is like when you get the skin, it means you can like, you just like finish that 6th floor of New Spire Abyss, you know? But it's going to be temporary. Just keep that in mind, guys. And that's bad. So yeah, like it's only for whales, if you ask me, because it's difficult.
Know of any new orchestral
I heard
pieces?
that like some
like
of
to
the
swap out the
whales
background music
already
in the
like
kit.
tried that new Spire Abyss, you know, floor 6. And with Constellation 6 R5 characters, it took about 80 seconds to finish it. Just imagine. And it's not only like main DPS Constellation 6 R5, it's supportive characters as well. So yeah, you need 12 characters with Constellation 6, let's say R1, right? Like 12 characters to finish it within like, yeah, 120 seconds. So yeah, for ordinary player like you and me, like say like, yeah, like I don't want to say like about all of you guys, but in any case, you need like a high Constellation characters to finish it. It's so cool, and like those skins are literally owned by 5 sinners. Yeah, that's true. By the way, Zoro, you know what? That's true. Like it's cool, but they will change that like every patch. Keep that in mind, and it's also temporary. Yes, maybe. I'm not a big fan of skins, to be honest. To be like, yeah, I actually don't use some of them. But again, I feel you. Yeah, it's cool. Especially like, as you know, guys, we already have couple skins on the weapons. Not all of them. For example, we have like just a second. We have like this weapon. You can say it's kind of like some skins. We have like this weapon. When you use like burst, it's kind of like glowing or something. We have, if I'm not mistaken, like Calamity of Eshu is also something like that. It's glowing, you know, like a 5-star. Usually 5-star has these abilities.
It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Is it going to be in co-op? Or about in co-op, you mean like that new Spire Abyss? If I'm not mistaken, as I heard, when you do in co-op, you cannot grab rewards. So you need to do it to do it in single mod, you know? To grab the rewards, you need to do it in single mod. It's not possible to do it in co-op. Maybe because of that, they just increase the HP only by 150, you know? So you can finish it, but you cannot grab rewards.
Rain outlines your fate. Shower me with praise. Time to shine. A dash of frost. Rain cutter. A burst of flavor. Shiver. Yeah.
It's so good, like cool. Oh, kinda, yeah, that's true. Oh my god, yeah, that's terrible. So about the few new characters, I would say, you know what, about that new Electro one, I wouldn't suggest you to go for that Electro one immediately. Let's say you want to skip that Skirk, which is actually completely okay, why not? But again, keep that in mind, she might be useful within a year. You know why? Because looks like the big update for Cryo we will get only within Snezhnaya, maybe. It's just like, yeah, it's again, it's not officially confirmed, it's just my assumption, just keep that in mind. But Skirk definitely will be like, oh, pretty good, because her kit is like pretty simple, you know, that's why. The only limitation she has is Hydra and Cryo characters, and that's it. I mean, like, she needs to be within a team with only Hydra and Cryo. But if you have like Furina and Escoffier, actually your team is actually, it's settled, you know. You have best core team for Skirk, and you can add like future additional characters, let's say, if we will get some. For example, like, as you know, we're going to get Dahlia, and Dahlia is not a bad upgrade. By the way, they, if you remember guys, if you know guys, they nerfed Skirk a little bit. That's actually crazy. Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Your Vortex, like, what happened yesterday? Yesterday, yesterday, you know, like, I'm about to, like, a little bit, like, decrease the number of streams throughout the week. Maybe, like, not every day, we'll see. So, yeah, have something to do, and also, like, yeah, a little bit, like, to be honest, like, yeah. But I will announce that in advance. So, yeah, if it's going to be a stream, you will see the announcement. So yeah guys, they actually nerfed the Skirk. You know what? If you remember, by using enhanced state and burst state, she back then, before nerf, she got resistant to interruption, and that coefficient was 1.5 for normal attack mode playstyle, and 2.0 when she is within that burst play mode style. Now that coefficient is 0.3, exactly what Shinchu has. Maybe people say that they made that because of Dahlia, to make kind of like it's upgrade for Dahlia, to make Dahlia more useful, you know, because like, why do you need Dahlia's shield when she has such a huge amount of resistance to interruption, you know, such a huge coefficient. So that's a kind of like nerf for Skirk, keep that in mind. He hates Skirk design. Who, me? I think Vortex is a Skirk simp. About design, actually, kinda yes. You know what? Like her design is a little bit like light in my opinion. But when she converts into that enhanced state, that dark one is crazy as hell. I made like already about like 3 or 4 videos about that design. It's crazy actually. You know, I like it a lot. Skirk is nerfed a lot. She didn't deserve that, but they at least got her attack speed buff. Yeah, that's true. By the way, yes, attack speed buffed a little bit. Like, let's say like that. It's kind of like buffed because of like now attack speed makes sense on Skirk. That's true. And it means like the signature team for Skirk is going to be Skirk, Furina, Escoffier, and Dahlia. What looks like if Lunar and Furina pets together, electrocharge reaction, and IFA is on field, whose elemental mastery should increase? Just a second. IFA on field, IFA, like, yeah, it's like that buff is increase on field elemental mastery, so it's going to be IFA. And as you know, like IFA is IFA should be on field, he cannot be off field, so it's going to be like IFA is elemental mastery. The only problem is for the active character. The only problem is like even though like Griffiths, the team you told is actually a good team, might be a problem. You know why? They can limit the usage of other elements within that new Luna Yol. You know why? Let's say like that. They will force you to use to avoid using Anemo. It's possible. Like what they did with Skirk. As you know, guys, all of the cryo-related reaction, but melt, it's okay with Skirk. So yeah, might be something like that. Just keep that in mind because they can do everything they want. So might be like kind of like it's not going to be the nerf, it's kind of going to be some limitation. You know why? Because we have Mizuki, and Mizuki is actually a great character. And just imagine we will get something like that of field electro application with the damage and increasing EM for Mizuki. I would say, in my opinion, they will limit they will limiting that. They will like put a limit to like to avoid using any anime character within that Luna Girl. Well, I need more memory on my PC. I'm considering buying and will afford me like 1 terabyte of memory. I mean like memory, you mean like storage, right? Not memory. It's like not a RAM or like already have 1 terabyte. Hey Ali, how are you doing? Are outside my budget. I mean like if you ask me like what I use, like I use separated NV like in M2 like let's say like that M2 for like Genshin Impact and other games, and I use some solid state SSDs for operating system and ordinary hard drive for data. So yeah, I use like that. Like M2 like like MVs I use only for games. I almost ran out of storage and I got like 3 Gen NVIDIA drives with a 2 terabytes each, and my NVIDIA is 4S. For real, like that's crazy actually. I considered to do the same. Oh no, my bad. Actually no, my bad. I use NV for operating system as well, because like yeah, using Windows 11 like on like a solid state drive is a bad idea. You need to use NV1. So yeah, that's true, my bad. Honestly, I leveled up my Lila for Skirk, but it seems like Dahlia will be better. There's or no, like about Dahlia and Lila, you know, like let's say like
Everything is negotiable, except over time.
it depends on constellations. It depends on constellation, because you know like let's say like the constellation 0 Dahlia or constellation 1 or 2 Dahlia, like yeah, he still can increase attack buff, but with constellation 6 he gives you even more attack speed, you know, not buff, my bad, it's attack speed. So it depends. If you will get higher constellation Dahlia, then yes. If you don't have, use Lila. Lila is actually crazy, because you know why? With Dahlia, unfortunately, you cannot use TOM. You need to use other set, but with Lila you can use tenacity. I mean TOM is tenacity, and tenacity is actually a good option, because like with Dahlia mostly you can use noblesse, because his burst gives you a shield and noblesse is away. The problem is, in my opinion, TOM is better. TOM is increased shield strength, and TOM at the same time gives you 20 attack bonus buff every 3 seconds. So it depends. Hey Yoni, how are you doing? I currently have like 2-3 Gen NVIDIA drives with like half image. And I also use like store lots more than data. Oh, yeah. Just don't let your drives get too full. They get slow. That's true. Like, you know why? You need to keep at least like maybe 20%. Like no need to reach that red mark, like you know, like when the operating system tell you that you don't have enough. That's true, because usually you know why is that? It's actually depends silent. If you store swap file within a drive, then you cannot go to the end, to the limit. If you don't use swap files, by the way, you can check that within the operating system. I usually like replace my swap file from the SSDs to another drives. You know why? Because I have enough operating system. It's about 32 gigabytes, and I also lower my swap file in Windows. And I do the same in Linux, by the way, as well. So yeah, if I lower it up, I just switch another drive and I set the fixed size of that swap file. In this case, you cannot like oversize it, and at the same time you can use any of your drives with a full limited like size, you know, like you can like store whatever you want. It's not going to be slowed down by default though. Operating system like choose the swap or the drive for a swap file by itself, and that's a problem. You can check it in like operating system settings, by the way. So yeah, I always do that immediately. It, by the way, increase your speed as well. Like fixed swap file increase your operating system like speed as well. So excited for the update, for like future update. Yeah, that's true. Like future update. Yeah, It's another problem, but with the hard drives, you know why? If the hard drive has a smart system, but it's mostly for old high drives, you know. But new drives also has something like a smart system, and they need to replace like corrupted or like fault cells with another ones. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, you don't like, if it's like, let's say 1 terabyte, no need to like use all of the 1 terabyte. Just keep 100 or 200 megabytes, and it's enough to do that operations, you know. I can install anything, and I have like, also I want to add Bluetooth to my PC, but I don't know if I should buy Bluetooth adapter or Bluetooth card. Plus adapter or card. Like I would say yes, use adapter. If you have enough USB ports, use adapter. I mean, no need to use card. I mean, it's up to you. It's going to be like PCI X1 anyway, but I wouldn't suggest you to do that. Like yeah, like USB dongle. I mean, like yeah, USB 1 is more than enough. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so yeah, let's do something. I got too many USB ports. I don't know why my motherboard has so many. No one can need that. No, actually, as you know guys, USB like controller on the motherboard supports up to 127 devices. So yeah, each USB port you have can use up to 127 devices, and the speed of USB, as you know, the standard is higher. At the moment it's like 3.2 if I'm not mistaken, but we are going forward to 4.0. So yeah, and the speed increase, it means like yeah, it's the same amount of devices anyways, because of like yeah, it's kind of like physical limitation. That's why you can actually put a ton of like USB ports. And you know why you have so many? Because usually all of the devices now it's USB. Mouse is USB, all of the dongles is USB. You can use like literally anything, you know? That's why. When we will get this face banner details? Oh, you mean like next one? Oh, it's going to be within, actually it should be like tomorrow, if you ask me. You mean like kind of like, yeah, it should be tomorrow, because we are, just a second, it's a 2 days, so yeah, we should get it tomorrow. I have enough USB slots. So yeah, like USB sort of already exist. I'm pretty sure. No, like it's exists, but you know what's the problem is? Yeah, it's kind of like it's a standards, like you know, like rat. I didn't say that doesn't exist. The problem is all of the modern motherboards at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, it's only support USB 3.2. So 4.0 as a standard exists for a long time, but they need to implement within chipsets, within a motherboard. So yeah, it's kind of like a not so easy task, you know. Also, by the way, recently, if you know guys, they will, if you like this tech stuff, you know, recently they implemented new PCI Express 7.0 standard, and you know why? It's going to use optical connections. That's crazy actually. Just imagine optical connection within your motherboards. I mean, like the speed is going to be like it's like a light speed, you know. It's going to be so huge, but the higher speed means the more data you can transfer. That's crazy actually. That's insane. And you know what, even though like 7.0 as a standard is already implemented, we still are within 5.0. So you're right, it's kind of like you cannot get the standards immediately to your motherboard. It takes some time, you know. Alright, let's go like this, team.
Let's get started.
Hey believer, how are you doing? So just consider I get like 12 USB ports in the back and like 3 on the I use one. Oh my god, that's fun. Yeah. Do you guys think I can get like skirk plus a weapon within 2 like pulls, 1 PD on character banner and 6 PD on the weapon? Yoni, if you ask me, I maybe wouldn't suggest you to go for her weapon. It's up to you. Even though that as you know, like first phase is going to be skirk and Shenhe, and Shenhe weapon is actually not bad. Go for a character, use a free-to-play weapon, check the damage. Yeah, I know, Yoni, you like the you like that perfection when you have a character and a weapon. But again, what I would suggest you to do, you know why is that? Because future characters might be extremely useful. The character which were released at the end of the main patch, which is 5.8, usually like 5.7, 5.8, usually, you know, it's kind of like, it's not a trap. It still will be useful, but they will change something in the future versions, you know. Just keep that in mind. I still wouldn't suggest you to go for that weapon, even though that weapon, by the way, maybe that weapon, then Azure Light, if I'm not mistaken, that's what they call it. It's one of the, not one of the best, it's actually best weapon in the game, because it gives you crit rate, it gives you highest available base attack, it gives you 40% crit damage when you within that enhanced state, and on top of that, it gives you attack buff, you know. That's a crazy weapon. No, that uses USB also. 50-50, 1 PT, okay. Basically 30% chance to get boss. Believer. You have Alhatem, would you like to show you... Oh, of course I can, Believer, just a second. I'll hit there, just a second. So I use like... So yeah, I use this weapon. You can easily actually switch to Harbinger of Dawn, easily. Like with no harm to your damage. It's kind of the same damage. The point is you need to use a healer within your team if you use different weapon. My artifact set is the best set for him, Gilded Gems. Even though you can use Tupis. When it comes to Tupis, you can go like this set. You can go Tupis Golden Troop, which increase elemental skill damage, and Tupis Elemental Mastery. Any of them. You can go like 2 piece like this one, which gives you EM. You can go 2 piece like Wonder Troop. You can go 2 piece. Just a second. We have another one. Oh yeah, like another default. Oh yeah, Gilded Gems. It's 2 piece as well. So yeah. Why is that? If you don't have good 4 pieces of Gilded Troop, go like Gilded Gems, my bad. Actually going 2 piece is away. You know why? Because as you know, like when Alhatem gets a fusion, all of his damage, all of his attack considered to be skill damage. But because of that, he benefits from this like a lot. And Elemental Mastery, he needs EM. You know, you kind of like replace this 4-piece passive, which gives you some EM and sun attack, with a 20% elemental damage bonus. So it's kinda the same, using like 4-piece Gilded Gems and using 2-piece Golden Troop and 2-piece EM stuff. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, about the substats, usually you need to go for EM, Sand. It's actually important to get like EM, Dendro damage bonus, and crit rate, crit damage, it depends on your needs. And that's it. Try to get Elemental Mastery as much as possible, because when it comes to damage, like he mostly benefits from EM. You see, like kind of like from attack as well, but mostly from Elemental Mastery. So that's it. Inshallah, I will mail him like, oh yeah, like I wish you best of luck, yeah, believer. I wish you best of luck. So it's not so difficult to build, it's easy to build, and actually this team, which is Nahida, Iansan, xilonen, and Hatem, it's not a bad team, you know?
Roll! The Temple of Wisdom! Quick as a flash! Oh, it's revealed!
The process of elimination.
You know, it destroys its enemy just in no time, by the way. It's way faster than Varesa does. I didn't expect that, and it's 50k with that sword. It's super fast. Oh my god. I will want to see 5.8 character. If I'm not interested, I will go for a weapon. Oh yeah, that's actually like good idea. You know why? The problem with just a second. Oh my god, another geode. I got like a ton of geo. The problem with that Luna electro charge character in a 5.8, I mentioned that it might be a kinda not a trap, but you know, like she scales, like her damage scales on elemental mastery and adds some from that Luna's attack, crit rate and crit damage, like some additional damage. The problem is that elemental mastery, you know why? Because elemental mastery's damage is usually fixed, like hyper bloom damage, you know? There's not so much way to increase the damage. I mean, it's usually, since it's transformative reaction, so yeah, it scales on EM, it's transformative reaction, so it scales off elemental mastery, character's level, and it's like, yeah, you cannot increase more than 90, and also enemies' resistances, you know? So because of that, since it's EM, if you got the point, it might be like kinda like next version of Hyper Bloom, and it might be kinda for some period of time. You know why? When we get like enemies with a higher HP, you know, HP cap, that reaction, that character might be completely like not so useful, you know, because of low damage. But again, we'll see. I mean, like, it's my assumption, I don't know exactly. Maybe she is going to be like crazy as hell, because people say that she is going to be like Fischl. I assume not Fischl, but kind of like mixed of Fischl and Emily. You know why? Because Emily has the same ability. Emily has like kind of exact the same ability. She has skill, and she has burst, which renews your skill, you know? So that new character is kind of the same, but that new character gives you a shield. That's crazy. So yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Navia piece? Oh, that geo damage? Yes, like, you know what's the... Just a second, let me check that. Like, yeah, that's true, it's Navia piece, but the problem is, I got a ton of like these pieces. Just a second. And I got recently all of them. Just a second, let me show you. I recently got like ton of this geo and asset, like, so yeah, let me just check that. Defense, HP, defense, geo damage bonus, it's one, geo damage bonus, another one, Anemo, tag, physical, HP, geo damage bonus, crazy one. You see, like, it's a third one, and another geo damage bonus, crazy one. So yeah, that's why it's a fourth, like, it's kind of like 4 pieces of geo damage bonus. I don't need them. I know that's an Navia piece, but I don't need them. That's crazy, actually. This game is actually extremely mean to me. I cannot get Electro. I only got Electro once.
Speaking.
Honestly, my Varesa got too good after switching her feather. Yeah, that's true. You know why? I mean, like, if you ask me, Varesa is extremely powerful character. Just, she's crazy. I like Varesa a lot because she is easy to use. She deals good damage. She can dodge a lot of attacks. Yes, sometimes, actually, because of her ability, you can get more damage, which is actually true. But again, if you have Constellation 6, for example, for me, I don't have Constellation 6 Chevreuse, but even despite that, she deals pretty good damage. I mean, like that Varesa. Let me just do a couple runs, like, yeah, with Varesa. Genshin events like current one are so unfun. Oh yeah, it's trash. Actually, you know what? If you ask me, like this co-op event, which we got, Like, yeah, I don't like this event. But the problem is, oh, by the way, what I heard, maybe they will add some new like event co-op mode in the future. It's possible. I mean, like hoyoverse. But yeah, if you ask me, I don't like this event so much. I mean, like this future event. It's kind of like, yeah, terrible. Yelan rerun in 5.8. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, it's not Yelan. Hey Pikmin, how are you doing? I'm pretty sure you can use attack on Varesa Goblet. No, let's say like that, like Rat. You always can do that, but electro damage is way better, you know? Because the point is, you get a lot of, like as you know, like, it's Iansan, it's a good supportive character for Varesa, and she gives you enough attack, so yeah. You know, so yeah, in my opinion, you get like enough attack. That's why Electro might be way more better. You know, so yeah, I will just a second. I will use a team like Varesa, Iansan, Chevron. Oh yeah, like, you know what? Yeah, instead of Shanlink, let's go like this team. Yeah, like, you know, like just a second. Let me do some tests with that, and I will show you how many attack you get. I mean, like, going for attack in this case, it's actually a bad idea. You know why? Because, like, yeah, you cannot overcap attack, but, you know, electro damage, especially with a character like Varesa, gives you more than attack. Just a second. It's because of, like, yeah. Oh, like, we don't have, like, kind of like the numbers like Mualani has. When it comes to Mualani, as you know, like, she scales on HP so much, you can easily go HP Goblet instead of Hydro Damage Goblet, and you will be okay. By the way, you can do the same with Nulet, even though Nulet has not so high scales on HP scale, and like for Yelan as well. But when it comes to Varesa, I would say no, it's better to use, like, just a second. So yeah, the team is going to be like that.
Gonna be epic.
So yeah, and the buffs like that. If you use Mavuika or Furina, I'm pretty sure you would like same or better of looking at substat with attack goblet. No, like Rat, like you know, like you let's say like that. You can say that, but again, Electro is better. Just like, so yeah, let me check that. How many? I have like 2130.
Justice will prevail. Drop your weapon. I'm going in. Control breathing.
So yeah, now I have like 5236. It's a huge amount of attacks. You know, just imagine you just like switch her, like that goblet with attack. You don't need so much. You just don't need so much. You know, yes, it's better to have like something with this attack substat. That's true, but it's a huge amount of attack. You don't need more than that. You just don't need that because she's destroying.
Yeah, look out below. Hero incoming.
You know, you don't need so much. You know. And also Mavuika also can give you some attack buff. No, Mavuika gives you not attack buff. Mavuika gives you damage buff, right? Just a second, let me check. No, Mavuika gives you not attack buff. Mavuika gives you damage buff. Mavuika gives attack buff for herself. Mavuika doesn't give you attack. When nearby party members triggers and night soul, Mavuika's attacks is increased by 30. But Mavuika herself, by using burst, gives you this one, which is damage. It's not attack. Just keep that in mind. And usually damage is better than attack. Let's say like for literally every character. Yes, like yes, you can, like, you know, like no need to compare with Ayaka. Ayaka just benefits from attack, you know, like it's completely different. It's not the same. Again, you can use attack, it's up to you, but it's going to be low damage, like lower damage. By the way, is Emily really necessary with Kinich? I use Nahida, Bennett, and Toma with, and I'm already clear that with that. Let's say like that, Pikmin. Like her like best team. It's kind of like it's with Emily. You can avoid using Emily, you can go with Nahida. The problem with Nahida though, Nahida's burst, like yeah, it's completely useless for Kinich. You know why? Because when, as you know, like when you use Nahida's burst, she gives elemental mastery to your like active character, and it scales like it's, yeah, this one, up to 250 elemental mastery, which is actually like not so useful for Kinich, even though like it's kind of like substat, but he can benefit fully from that. But again, you can use the team easily. Why Emily is better? Like if you ask me, go for Emily because of Kinich, I would say no. No need to. You know why? Yes, if you will have in the future, for example, some like extra primogems and you want to get the characters, then yes. But in general, I would say yeah, no, use Nahida. Nahida is more than enough. But again, like his best team, it's going to be like, yeah, Kinich, like Kinich, Emily, it's a best team, right? Kinich, Emily, then you go some pyro, you can go Mavuika, you can go Shanling, you can use Dia, you can use Bennett, you can use a lot of characters, you can use Toma. I personally don't use Toma. Toma is like a little bit difficult to use, and at the same time you need constellations. For me, he is constellation 2 or something, you know? That's why I just try to avoid using him. But again, like this one, Dia is okay with tenacity. Shanling, just keep that in mind. Why, like, try to use, if, for example, you use Kinich with a character other than Nahida, you need at least one character with Deepwood. Keep that in mind, because
It's as good as done.
Usually you use like Kinich with this set, right? But you need at least one character with a Deepwood to increase his damage, because it's like dendro resistant by 30% for 8 seconds. It's actually cool. That's why the characters like Nahida and like Emily is, I would say yes, like the best one. So you can use Baiju as well. So Baiju is a shielder. And also, you know which one is actually good for him? It's Kirara. Constellation 6 Kirara is actually not bad for Kinich if you don't have, or let's say you want to use, you know why? Constellation 6 Kirara, like all nearby party members, like gain a 12% all elemental damage bonus for 15 seconds. It's actually good buff, and for Kinich as well. And also it's a shield, you know? And also it gives like users her elemental skill or burst. So yeah, great constellation. You're welcome, Pikmin. Okay, so yeah, what, actually it's, maybe that's it for today. Let me do one more domain and that's it, because don't have so many news to be honest, but yeah, it's about the characters. And yes, Yoni, I still would suggest you to go for a character, then just use free-to-play options like weapons. Luckily we can use other weapons, you know, so yeah, you can use Black Sword. It's not a bad option. It's not a bad option, and it's give you pretty decent amount of damage and at the same time some healing, you know. And since she is on fielder, I mean Skirk, you can get Funfest stack more faster. And also it's a crit rate weapon. Yeah, you can use crit damage weapon if you have some, you know. Chiori's weapon is not bad. Like Alhaiten weapon, unfortunately no, because it scales on EM. But Chiori's weapon is might be useful, because it gives you skill damage, which is actually good for Skirk. And yes, don't forget about the talents, guys. No need to level up normal. I just want to, like, yeah, because I mentioned that, I say that again and again, because it's a wasting of your mats. Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? Alright, so yeah, let's try. Yeah, unfortunately, Hyperbloom now is like, yeah, it has like low, you know, like, you still can use Hyperbloom. I used to use like this team, if you remember, guys. Let me check my Raiden. If she is, yeah, she's EM build. I used to use like this team. It's actually not a bad team. So yeah, you use like this one, then use Nahida, then use Shinchu, Skill and Burst, then use like Sucrose as a driver. Unfortunately, damage is not so high now. So yeah, that's why Hyperbloom is kind of like okay, but you know, in overworld, especially for new players. But when it comes to like pretty hard content, you still can use it, but yeah, damage is...
Committed to memory.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power.
Enhanced animal module 75. Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Grow.
No, my sword.
There is no escape. Illusion shattered.
It's still like good damage, but
Body
again,
and mind.
you know, like, yeah. Courtesy of where? My Nahida is very weak. I need build. Oh yeah, but like actually Nahida is extremely easy to build. You know why? You don't need like anything but elemental mastery. If you don't have like something DPS abilities, like let's say crit rate, crit damage, etc., something like that, which actually not a bad option for Nahida, you can easily go for elemental mastery, full EVM, and that's it. So yeah, the point is, for Nahida, you need to go like artifacts with the elemental mastery. Elemental mastery and like full EM, and EM. If you want to increase her personal damage, yes, last crit rate is actually an option. But again, she is kind of like sub DPS and also supportive character, so yeah, triple EM is a way. And also elemental mastery weapon. So yeah, like Widzif is not a bad option, but yeah, sacrificial is okay, magic guide. So yeah, we have free to play options. Okay guys, so yeah, let me do like that strong box. I got 1k EM on Nahida. Yeah, you know, like Pikmin, let me show you my Nahida build. I usually don't go for 1k, even though it's a cap and you better to go for 1k. I usually use something like that. Why is that? 1k give you the maximum like of this one. It gives you like each point of Nahida's elemental mastery beyond 200 will gain 0.1 bonus damage and 0.33 like 0.03 crit rate to the Nahida herself. So you can get up to 80% damage bonus and 24% crit rate. In this case, you can lower her crit rate requirements, right? And at the same time, you get ton of damage. You know, in my case, it's 400. It's a half, then 12. So I have 68 crit rate, right? I have decent amount of crit damage, and I'm okay with that, you know? So yeah, you can use like Widzif. I maybe would suggest you know why, but it's still up to you. It's still up to you, like, because like we also have this talent, which is actually like, yeah, if your active character needs EM, it's better to go for 1k. But if you go for like a little bit lower EM, for example, but pretty better like damage crit rate ratio, you can deal more damage with Nahida and you can use her on field. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alice. So yeah, like it's kind of like, yeah, let me show like the piece I use. Yeah, look, she's not bad. She's not bad because I got this one immediately when I started the game. Deep that farming. I don't know, well, I was super lucky with that. You said 21 crit rate attack. She benefits from attack as well. This one is elemental mastery. Another elemental mastery with a 28 crit damage. This one is kind of like, yeah, crazy one. And like this one with, so let's say like that. I still like, it's still there's still some room to improvement, but I kind of like okay with that. I can just switch the weapon, let's say for sacrificial, right? And my elemental mastery will increase by a lot, you see? And also my crit rate, crit damage ratio is still on her, 140 to like 56. But I will get more crit rate out of that EM. It's about like 18% of crit rate. Okay, bye bye, bye bye. Okay, so yeah, let me do that strong box, and maybe that's it for today, guys. Yeah, it's a little bit like short stream today. But yeah, today is a Saturday, you know. Oh my god, not Sena. Mama, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea.
Ancient alchemy truly is
Sorry for asking, like, that's alright completely. But if you lose 50-50 on Skirk, will you pull till you get to... I don't know. Maybe yes. Unfortunately, Rat, I just like I melted. Maybe yes, like silence. That's not a problem. You know why? I mean, like if you ask me, even though I have a Scophier and I have Furina and I still can use Ayaka, I personally don't like Ayaka's kit at all. You know why? Because yeah, she mostly like. Yeah, she like relies on that burst, which is actually bad. You can miss it. It's still like, let's say like that. I recently made a video about the first chamber, and I used Nubulet with the same team, and after that I switched to Ayaka. If you remember, like, yeah, 36 seconds and 38 seconds. Anyway, like the point is, I used Nubulet even though he is only Constellation 0, only like 2 tries to get that run. With Ayaka, I did about 10 or 15 runs, because you know why? I was I got hit and interrupted by those Fatui operatives so many times, you know, like, yeah, like it's a little bit difficult to use, not gonna lie. So yeah, maybe yes, mostly yes, because like that Skirk is going to be crazy as hell, and I have all of the characters, and also I have pretty good weapons, and I can use like this weapon. I have pretty good sets, so yeah, maybe yes, like silent, maybe yes.
For yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Not anymore, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. You know why I did that? Let me just show you what I have, right? Like, I have actually pretty good emblem sets. I mean, like, artifacts. Just a second. It's the most level up, by the way, artifacts I have in the game. So it's like, you see like how many I have. Like, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's kind of like 80 artifacts. Like, yeah, for emblem, like at level 20. It's like, it's a lot. So yeah, let me check that. Electro one, I have one. I got it recently, by the way. Hydro, HP one, not a bad one. Unfortunately, it's elemental mastery, but again, maybe this one like will be useful in the future for some HP scaler. And you told me about attack, right? Let me check. Yeah, I have this one attack. Oh my god. Oh. Let me check if I have attack. I should have found one attack if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't have any. So yeah, I just like, yeah, I don't have any, unfortunately. But again, like, and the rest is just bad. 2 pieces. Yeah, like it's like, let's say like that. I was farming like this emblem set like crazy back then. You know why? Because it was useful for so many characters. I used like for Shinchu, for Shanling, for Yelan, for Sarah, for I used to use on Ganyu, by the way. I also use it on like which character? I don't remember exactly, but yeah, some of the characters, because it's actually pretty good. But yeah, now it's kind of okay for some characters, but not all of them. Raiden as well, DPS Raiden, but I don't use it. I don't use DPS Raiden. So yeah, that set was extremely good. Yeah, like you can use on Lila as well, but again, like it depends, you know? Like actually TOM is way better for Lila.
Let's work through it together.
I guess for rerolls this time. I guess for rerolls is, yeah, a couple of them, yes, that's true. You mean like these trashy ones? Yeah, with HP. You know why? I mean, like, I don't think they will be useful. I mean, this attack, like this attack. Who are going to use this ton of HP with attack? No one. Yeah, and this one is okay. And yeah, this one is okay as well. Another one, just a second. Yeah, this one as well. So you see, like, it attack and a ton of HP. That's why I keep them for a future, you know? Level 20, why not? Maybe I will get something. something useful. Oh yeah, I forgot. So yeah, guys, let's. Yeah, it's close to the end of the stream, and what I want to do, I want to use this one to create the sand for Varesa, and also I'm going to use one of this one. Just a second, to level it up. Just a second, because I have couple, like, as you know, guys. So yeah. Where it is. So yeah, this one and this one has the same CV value, if I'm not mistaken, 28 or something. So yeah, right? Oh, actually no. Oh, it's a no, it's not 28. So yeah, no, it's not. Like, this one is lower. This one is 28. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's do it. Maybe I will be lucky not have this. Okay, but it's like, yeah, I will be online for maybe 15 minutes, but you are in time actually. You know why? I'm going to use that like artifacts transmuter to create a piece for Varesa. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. I will do recording, so I will mute my microphone for a short period of time. I hate this game. I just hate this game. Yeah, Silence, that's true. How do you feel about Lupa beside her design? Oh, I feel bad. You know, Blaze, I hate this game. I just hate this game. Silent, you're right. It's actually like, how is it? Oh my god. Like, okay, okay, like, whatever. Like, I never like you with that stuff, you know? I know, so yeah, I will be alright. I will keep it for future. Maybe I will get something. Damn, bro. Like, yeah, I spent 20... Just imagine, I spent 20, kind of like 28 CV, and I got 28 CV as well, right? It's 28, 21, and plus 7. Okay. Okay. This one 28 as well. And where is my best one? Just a second blade. So yeah, my best one is 28 as well. Damn, bro. If it would be like crit damage though, would be some kind of upgrade, to be honest. But yeah, it's okay. Whatever. You are not allowed to hate this game. You got better artifacts like maybe reroll piece. Yeah, that's true. But at least I'm lucky with my pulse. Yeah, like actually that's a reroll piece, definitely. Like yeah. Second one. Sanctuary. Oh my god. Blaze, about the Lupa, you know what? I maybe will skip Lupa. And you know why? If you remember, they changed her design. Yes, you asked the question besides the design. Let's say like that. If like so, like yeah, she has, as I know, she has pretty good off-field abilities and buff abilities, something like that. So might be useful for pyro characters. But again, I will maybe like skip her. You know why? Because Cartesia is so powerful. I think I will be alright. And Cartesia can be used with so different teams. So you can, yes, the best team is Cartesia, Chacona, and Rover, but you can use Shorekeeper as well. So yeah, maybe I will use some like these teams. We'll see. You won't delete, you know, like Tanuki. Lupa looks mid, to be honest. Yeah, no, Tanuki, no, I just hate this game because like it always gives me trashy with that. You know, like so far, guys, I made 7 artifacts with that artifact transmuter, and all of them were just trash as hell. By the way, you can check my videos, just like Google, like let's say like search for like artifact transmuter, you will see like 5 videos, and I will do like another one because it's terrible. It's just terrible, for real. Damn, bro, how is that even possible to get like, and oh my god, how is that even possible? Oh yeah, let me show you like this one. You see? Okay, like it says that, yeah, I will give you like at least 1 for the stats you choose, and that's it. They did actually. It's okay. It's terrible. I don't like her animation. Oh, you mean like Lupa? Yes, I don't like it either, to be honest. Like she's not like kind of like, I don't know, but yeah, she is going to be like a pretty useful character, not gonna lie, but I will skip. You know why? Because we're going to get future characters. I'm mostly hyped about Frolova, you know, maybe I will go for Frolova. Also we're going to get Augusta, also we're going to get other characters, that male character who looks like General Jian, like General Jian little brother. It's also pretty cool. I gotta use the crafting bench. 2 strong walls. I got no space. Oh yeah, that's true. I have enough actually. Silent. You know, like if you ask me, I use that a lot. I usually don't collect or save. You know why? When you do all of the trashy artifacts at once, you get a lot of trashy artifacts. I noticed that so many times. That's why now, as soon as I get some, I use them, you know? In this case, you have more chances to get something useful. Because you know, like that function, I mean artifact transmuter, it was implemented in 4.0 if I'm not mistaken, within Fontaine. I don't remember exactly. So yeah, before that, yeah, we just were deleting those artifacts or like used as a fodder artifacts. I love Cartesia burst animation. Cartesia burst animation? Yes, it's cool. You know what? I haven't built her completely. I mean Cartesia, I need that set. But yeah, it looks cool. I never use them, like I just save them. Cartesia Mao, yeah, Cartesia exactly Mao. She's so easy to play actually. Her rotation is so easy and smooth, not gonna lie.
Which should I choose?
And you know, like I don't use with her signature team, but still she's dealing pretty good damage. Alright, let me check the artifacts. So yeah, unfortunately, yes, it went like so bad. Oh my god, my luck is terrible. For real. I don't want to like use them like you know what? This one is actually no. You know what? Unfortunately, I have couple artifacts, to be honest. I have like this one and I have this one, but I don't think I can get some upgrade for like if you like this one is actually good, you know. I don't think I can get some upgrade for that. This one is also good. So the only thing I need is like sand. You know what, just a second. Let me check what I use on Varesa. Oh yeah, I don't have electro. Oh yeah, I have electro, but it's not okay, you know. Actually, it's not bad. But it's not like, yeah, double defense, it destroyed me. It's not something special. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have. I use them all. I never use them. I just save them. Courtesy, yeah, courtesy ML. Alright. So yeah, guys. Maybe Strongbox next patch electro damage bonus for Varesa. Electro damage bonus for Varesa. Then you can off-piece like that one. Yeah, I mean that's why I keep them. If you ask me, yeah, that's why I keep them. Electro damage next patch. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, that's true. No. Like you mean like they will add that set into the Strongbox? No. They will add that in next patch. It's not like this patch, definitely. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe yes. We'll see. If they add that, so yeah, I definitely will do couple. Then you can off-piece, like, unless you have like 40. But yeah, this one electro is actually not bad. Not gonna lie, I'm not complaining. Even though it has huge amount of defense, which is actually looks so bad, you know, on that piece. It looks like terrible actually. 12. Oh my god! And by the way, you know what? At level 16, it was like 31 and 32. Like last upgrade went to defense. Very last upgrade. Because if you see that, it 5 rolls. I got it like with 4 substats, you know? It 5 rolls, so yeah, 4 rolls went to crit damage and only 1 went to defense, the last one. I still have another electro though, you know? Electro damage, crit damage. I still have this one, which is not bad. This one, which is actually pretty okay because of attack. But again, nothing special. I would say this one is way more better than any others. I mean like the artifacts maker singular. Artifact maker singular? Oh, you mean, I got it. So yeah, you mean like that artifact transmuter, yeah, create one. No. I don't think I will use. You know why is that? Let's say like if you mean like this one, and you know I never use like I only create like flower, blooms, and maybe sands because it costs like the maximum 2. This like goblet cost you 4. This one is 3. That's why I never use them. It's pretty high amount of like sanctuary elixirs, you know, to use, to be honest. Yeah, that's why it's better to use flowers, this one or this one. And actually, if you ask me, the more important one and difficult to get, it's like sand for me, because usually you use goblet of peace because it's extremely difficult to get, you know. That's why sand is a more affordable, I would say, you know, only cost 2. And yeah, you can get trash out of this artifact transmuter, even though yeah, it's because of me. Maybe my luck is not so great. All right, so yeah, guys, this is it for today. Thanks for joining. I will listen. What level is your tablet of Tona? Tablet of Tona? Oh yeah, my tablet of Tona is like max level. You mean like from Natlan? It max level. Just a second, let me check that. I mean, I cannot level it more than I have. Just a second. I still have medals. Yeah, I still I have medals to use. Yeah, but yeah, max level reach for the current version. So yeah, let me check that. So yeah, it's 40. Next, by the way, we'll add some more. It's like next we'll add like 10 levels actually. So yeah, it's going to be like couple wishes, crown, and maybe something like valuable. We'll see. And like yeah, a ton of primogems, 500 primogems. Wait, mine is level 12. Because I can't spend my flags. Why? Spend my flags. Frags. Oh, you cannot use fragments. Oh yeah, maybe. Mine is 40 with 270 sigils, I think. I can't. Why you can't? I explore, I don't spend. 260 exactly. I mean, you know why? Actually, I don't keep them. I mean, like, why not? It's still up to you. Maybe you want to do like something like in one, like, you know, like everything in one step. It's possible. I don't keep it. I just keep like this pyro or like pyro stuff, you know, pyroculus, this ones. So yeah, I do it like at once. So yeah, and I need to get some. I miss a couple, but yeah, these ones I use them. You know, why to keep them? It's still up to you. Like yeah. Why can I not get more resin?
15,
Resin?
16. That's a nice haul.
I don't know, Silent. I mean, actually, you can, but it's like, what do you mean by not get resin? This one? What do you mean can? Oh. Hero spender? Yeah, maybe you. No, like. What do you mean by resin?
Today's recommendation is the steak.
15, 16. That's a nice haul. I will make you better.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
That's a nice haul. That's a nice haul.
Just a second, guys.
I will make you better. That's a nice haul.
Bye bye, Tanaki. Like, free-to-play player would think about like spending primos on resin. The normal resin, the moon shape sync. The moon shape sync, I mean like this one. No, you can have actually like, it depends. Like I don't know, like you mean like this one, fragile resins. I mean like, you know, like, I don't know, if I'm not mistaken, it's also limited in numbers. Maybe you have like 99, like 9,099, like yeah, something like crazy number. What do you mean infinite refresh then? Like refresh the resin with your primos? They could at least allow infinite. No, it's infinite. Actually, you know why they did that silent infinite refresh? It's because of Chinese government's limitation. Just keep that in mind. You know why? It's because like in China, as I heard, like China players, China's like young generation, they have bad gambling addictions. And because of that, government says that you need to limit that stuff. And they did that, hoyo I mean. That's why. It was actually like, yeah, by the way, it's not only like that. You know that the 50-50 system was implemented because of government, like government, like Chinese government, like kind of like force hoyo to implement that 50-50 system, you know? So yeah, just keep that in mind, because like I play another game which is Bleach Brave Souls, and that game is Japanese game. Like for 6 years that game haven't had that guaranteed step whatsoever. Just imagine, you could spend a lot of stuff and couldn't get literally anything, you know? So yeah, like just keep that. That's why they just like limited that in like, yeah, throughout the day. It's actually a good idea. Yeah, like it's because of government. It's like Chinese government like force hoyo to add that limitations for 50-50 system, for that one. That's why this game is so playable, you know? Just imagine you just like do like, yeah, it's greedy, it's super greedy. It would be like super greedy. Alright, so yeah guys, this is it for today. Thanks for joining. I will be online on Monday, and by the way, don't forget about that. Most likely I will do stream on the Twitch. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, if you have Twitch account, just like I will post the by that time I will try to create a Discord server. Actually, it's not so difficult.
How about I take you
You
on a
know,
walk?
yeah, would be nice to create Discord server. We'll see. I will still, you know what, like what I'm going to do. I will do announcement into YouTube, but I will name the name of the stream is going to be like switch to Twitch, something like that. And into the description you can find the Twitch link, guys, something like that. So you will be informed. You don't need a Twitch account to watch on Twitch, right? Or oh yeah, like so to watch, yeah, you don't need that. I mean, like you only for chat. If you want to chatting or something like that, you need a Twitch account. So it's like in YouTube as well. But yeah, you don't need to that. So yeah, you can watch anyway.
15.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for joining once again, guys. And yeah, I hope that we will get some info about that new Electro girl, because I'm a little bit hype about her, a new type of reaction. If they can buff that Electro chat, which is actually obvious because we have some initial kit explanation. So yeah, we will get, by the way, new set which increase electro charge damage, and that set maybe will be for Columbina. So yeah.
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together.
Alright, so yeah,
Heads are better than
again,
one.
like thanks for joining, and bye bye guys, bye bye.
That's a nice haul.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
That's a nice haul.
It's been getting quite busy recently.